What the hell are we doing? What the hell is Arsenal Football Club doing? Bournemouth 2, Arsenal 1. Or Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 2. Whatever. I'm so disappointed. I'm so pissed off at that performance. Do we not want to win this league? Do we not want to win the Premier League? After the Carabao Cup final, City deserves to win the game. And you accept it because City are a good team. I accepted it. I said, you know what? On the day we didn't play well, Kepa made mistakes, City deserved to win the game. We had a lot to play for. We came back after the international break. We played Southampton. Rotated squad. Yes, players were injured. But Southampton, yes, unbeaten in 12 or 13 games, whatever it was. Yes, they're at home. They're 7th in the championship. They're a championship team. We lost to Southampton. I was angry. I said, you know what? The Premier League is the bread and butter, is what we're going for. And the Champions League, we're still in it. We still got a favourable tie. Mind you, Southampton is the favourable tie that I wanted, that I was celebrating about. Yes, we're going away from home, but we're playing championship opposition. What a run. We haven't faced any Premier League opposition in the FA Cup. We lost. I didn't crash out. I didn't lose my head. We played Sporting in midweek and we manoeuvred the tie well. And I will still say that it was a good win. And we are still in a good position, I hope. But the Bournemouth game, I specified all week that this is the important game. That all that matters is this game, winning this game. And it doesn't matter how you win this game, just win this game. Because at the end of the day, the Premier League is the bread and butter. We have an opportunity to go 12 points above City before they play against Chelsea. We have an opportunity to extend our lead. It's the biggest game. It kind of makes you wash away the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup loss. It builds momentum. You go into that Sporting game midweek off the back of a win. Home fans feeling good. Maybe City beat Chelsea. Maybe City don't. And maybe they still do. Maybe they still don't. Who knows? But they definitely are going to be feeling confident now that we've lost. And we go into this game, we lose this game. And now we face City next week and we have to win that game. And I have zero confidence that we're going to win that game. I have zero confidence. What a poor performance from Arsenal. The first half, I don't think we played necessarily bad in terms of trying to... Let me phrase this. I think we had a certain level of intent to want to play the ball forward for quick throw-ins, quick free kicks, trying to play the ball between the lines. But whether it's Havertz receiving the ball between the lines, lack of quality, poor today. So poor today, Kai Havertz. Giving the ball away. There was a point when Raya rolled the ball to him, broke the lines between 4-5 Bournemouth players out of the game. Havertz is driving up the pitch. Simple pass to Martinelli down the left. Can't do it. Gives the ball away. And countless times trying to play balls in behind. Yes, the intent or the intent was there, but the lack of quality. And it's not about intent because it's about execution. We're at the end of the season and this is the Premier League. All the other games I'll give the excuses. Not this game. Not this game. It was poor. Madueke, yes, sometimes he beat his man, won a foul, but sometimes he's beating his man, poor cross, or running the ball out of play. Martinelli, similar things, even though he didn't really get that many touches on the ball. What the hell was going on? Zubimendi. Oh my God. I vouched for this player many a time this season. Vouched for this player before he got signed. And he's an amazing player. You've seen him for Spain. You've seen him for Sociedad. Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, Bayern. All these teams wanted him. So it's not to say he's not a good player. But one has to ask the question is, does Mikel Arteta have an effect on these players? Because Zubimendi is looking terrible. Was at fault for the first goal or contribution alongside Ben White. Gives the ball away. Ben White doesn't track the man or know where the man is. Guys get Trofford, I think it is, gets the cross in and it's deflected and Ryan gets the goal. We do well to kind of step it up and get the penalty. Obviously, it is a penalty. Harsh one at that. Obviously, it is a handball. But Gyökeres does well to tuck it in. But throughout the game, other than that, Arsenal did absolutely nothing. Nothing. Gyökeres wasn't good enough. Trossard wasn't... Havertz wasn't good enough. Was poor. Madueke, poor. Martinelli, poor. Zubimendi, poor. Giving the ball away. Not wanted to show on the ball. In the second half especially, not showing on the ball, wanted to receive it and give anything. The only player that could stand up today and really be credit for their performances, probably Declan Rice, maybe Saliba and Gabriel, but obviously we lost, so I'm not going to credit the defence. Declan Rice was trying, only 70%, 80% Declan Rice trying to drive the team up the pitch, trying to receive the ball. He's not the most technical midfielder, which is frustrating because you look at our midfield now and we struggle to play through the midfield. It's a big issue. It's not just the attack, because yes, the attack is lacking quality. Because you can see it when the midfield does do some good things and gets the ball to the attack don't show the quality. And yes, we missed Saka today. Eze wasn't available from the start. Maybe Darman should start in front of Madueke if Saka's not available. But we're relying on a 16-year-old already to be starting and taking a huge emphasis in games because he's the only one that has the quality and the confidence and the ability to show stuff. And he's still going to be inconsistent because he's a 16-year-old boy. No Odegaard today, and obviously he's not in the squad. So obviously, yes, we have a lack of options, but the midfield is dying. We can't play football through the midfield. We can't get guys that receive the ball, drop a shoulder, take good touches, receive the ball, play balls through the lines, play through balls that are deadly and incisive, carry the ball through or dribbles that open up space or want to receive it. Guys want to receive it when guys are pressing you and evade the press, whether that's through knocking the ball around the corner, whether that's through taking a good touch, whether that's through taking a dribble and then playing a pass through. And then the players in attack when the ball goes through. It's just a consistent problem. That's why I find it hard to criticise Mikel Arteta. Because I look at the quality of the squad. I look where we're at in the Premier League, in Europe. We've gone to the final of the Carabao Cup. We've gone far in the FA Cup. We've been consistent for the last couple of years. But I don't think these players are good enough. But at the same time, these are the players that Arsenal have signed, some of the players that he's approved and brought in and given high wages and vouched for and put in certain positions. And we haven't made the changes. And I know Arsenal aren't a club like Man United or like Man City or Chelsea that are ruthless and get ins and outs so often if things don't work. We need to start becoming like that. And I hope that we do a big reshuffling in the summer. Especially even if we win, especially if we don't win and if we don't win this league, because I'm still backing us to win this league, but if we dare bottle this league, it's the biggest bottle of all time bottles. Arsenal fans won't hear it, Arsenal won't live it down because it will be too much. So many opportunities to win this title, you have so many opportunities to end this league, and you haven't done it. And now, of course, worst case scenario is you go into the City game 6 points ahead because City beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. But City have a week's rest and you have the Sporting game that you have to manoeuvre and you have to win, because I feel like even if you're not going for the Champions League, you still need to go with some momentum, some positive feeling, even if it doesn't matter, because you're not going to have the same amount of rest. And I'm hoping Saka's going to be back and Timber's going to be back because we need it, because Ben White today was shocking. And I'm going to put it down to him having to play so many games. He's not that fit, but I don't know, man. And I'm going to say it from now. I'm not playing him at the Etihad. I'm playing Mascara. The team is shocking, man. The midfield is shocking. The attack is shocking. And it puts pressure on the defence and the keeper. And obviously, I'm looking at Raya on the ball, trying to make things happen, trying to be the one making more things happen, whether that's through a long ball and long pass or through trying to play passes to players. The players don't want it, which is why it's frustrating, because Odegaard plays and he wants the ball and receives it and helps us build up. But then when he gets to the final third, he isn't effective. It's so frustrating, man. And it's just a theme time and time again. I got to go back to Mikel Arteta. April seems to be the month, and that's the crunch time months where our teams seem to be always dropping points. It seems like we're not always able to play well enough. We're not able to be motivated enough or show enough quality. And the players got to hold so much accountability, but so does Mikel Arteta. Because at the end of the day, if we don't win this league, it's going to be on him. And everyone's going to want him out. I might not want him out. Maybe the club might not even get him out. But this is what's going to be the feeling, because it will be a disgrace not to win the league. It will be a disgrace. And now, yes, we've got to pick ourselves up and we've got to go again. But the next game is Man City. And it's in the players' hands to turn around and play. And I've said this how many times, that after the Carabao Cup final, after the Southampton game, I'm going to say it now. I said it after the loss against Man United. I said it after the draw against Wolves, after the draw against Brentford, after the draw against Liverpool and Nottingham Forest, that you have to go again. Show me the reaction that you want it. And yes, the team reacts in a way, but we don't react in a way of consistently playing. You start the game well, you start the game with a level of intensity, and it goes. All of a sudden, we can't make free passes. We can't connect free passes. Or then you start the game bad, and then you try to change the second half, but it might be too late, or you might get over the line. But why is it always a struggle? Why is it always a struggle to play football? Why is it always a struggle? It gets frustrating. This game should be there for you to play. Bournemouth pressed high. Bournemouth left space. Bournemouth played football. Bournemouth were the better team, man. They were deserved of the win. Every loss or every the loss that we played, we've been deserved of the loss. We've been deserved of the loss or the draw. Against Southampton, they deserve to win. Against Man City, they deserve to win. Against Bournemouth, they deserve to win. But why do they deserve to win? Why are they deserving to win? We're not here saying, oh, do you know what? Gokares or Havertz missed so many chances, or Martinelli, but the keeper was on one, or whatever, but we played so well and we're just unlucky. And that's a different type of frustration, because you're still going to be angry, but it's then maybe channeled at one player or just circumstance. But this is something we've seen over and over again. Wolves, Man United, the Carabao Cup game that is specified, Brentford. It's frustrating. I don't know what to think anymore, and I don't know how to feel, because I still believe we're going to win the league. But I don't know if we're going to beat City. And City beat Chelsea tomorrow. And then they beat us. If they do beat us, then they're only 3 points behind. I think if they win their game in hand. Yeah. They'll be only 3 points behind if they win the game in hand. Or they'll be on level on points when they game in hand. Something like that. But either way, Arsenal need to win that game that they haven't won at a stadium since Cazorla and Giroud and them players there. And the way that we're playing, the momentum is we don't have no momentum. City, if they win tomorrow, I'll say that they have some momentum because they beat us. They've won the FA Cup. They're going to have a favourable tie. Favourable tie against Southampton. They're going to be facing Arsenal. If they win, they're going to be feeling that it's in their hands. And Arsenal are going to be feeling all that pressure and all the noise from outside. And internally, the way we're playing is breeding that pressure. What are you guys going to do? Because I don't know anymore, man. I don't know anymore. Win against Sporting, of course, but I'm so disappointed, man. And Mikel Arteta, you got to deliver. Whether that's you got to speak these men into becoming gladiators and the way that they play, or you got to create new tactical implications that just make us so good in the week. Something's gonna happen, but these players got to stand up, man, because some of these guys aren't good enough. And in the summer, we need a big reshuffle of the squad, especially if we win. And if we don't, that's no question. But if we win, we still need to, because it's peak, man. Midfield, attack. It's only the defence and goalkeeper that have quality that you can trust. But everywhere else, it's like a struggle technically to really play that football that wins games consistently, that creates pressure and creates the chances. And this is where we're at, man. Comment down below what you guys think, man. But I'm pissed off. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Arsenal, don't you dare, man. Don't you fucking dare.